Good morning, everybody. I hope you can hear me well. So I want to start this out by showing um, the difference between using filters and not using filters. So right now, this is nothing, right? This is no filters. This is nothing. And it's a shame you have to do stuff like this, but people are haters. Now watch this. This is natural sunlight. This coming through, that's natural sunlight. See that? Now if I close these curtains, okay, we're back at nothing. Now watch this. Because haters going to hate. Now, StreamYard did put this new little filters. Ready? You see the difference? This is fully filtered. Hey, True Texan. So this is their complete filter, make me look like I'm not me setting. So when people come on here and they're like, oh, she's pretty, she must be using a filter. She's this, she must be using a filter. Some people don't. Sometimes you can just do it with natural sunlight, with a lamp. You don't need all the extra. So, but Maggie, you know how these haters are. Let me take that off. See, watch the difference here. See it? See my chin comes back. Filtered, not filtered. Natural sunlight coming on in. That's it. I mean, thank you, Moon. I've been outside on camera. I've been inside on camera. I've been on my car. And this is actually the computer. I'm not even on the laptop today. So for the haters, eat that. Just because you want or need filters don't mean we all do. Now the sun's in my face. Hold on. 1 second. All right. So that was my little introduction to filters, non-filters, lights, natural sunlight. It is amazing what you can do with natural sunlight. Anyway, on to the main thing. So I know some people, I do have blur vision on because one of my kids is home. So if they come past, you won't see them. So if that's a filter, whatever, that's filter. So some people were not, can we hear me well? I intentionally started out on computer today so we didn't have any problems like yesterday. Good morning, Bulldog. Pristine, Jill, Jason, Miss Liverbird, Cece, Moon, Solo, Loki's mom, Jill, True Texan, Peachy, Queen Bella, Becky from Bama, Robin Gear, Megan, Bluebird, Jor, TikTok. Because I was switching between to show people. One Red Rose. I was actually trying to hook up my wireless earbuds so I don't have to use my son's big goofy gaming. This is why I don't come on camera on here because I'm not going to use this big goofy. But here we are. So we are on the computer. We should be able to sound it here just right. Seashell, Gladys, good morning, everybody. Oh, absolutely. Natural sunlight's amazing. Thank you so much, Dark Horse. Hey, X amount. Patrish, welcome. And good morning. So I know Grandma Sherry, good morning. I know a lot of people were pretty upset with my stream yesterday. I'm not sure why. I thought it was a great stream. Now I have to use these. And I think it should still work. The other side's not in. Hey, moderator. Deanna. Let me stop this for a minute. So it's snowing here, Jason. Sun is the best vitamin D. And as you know, X amount, I do have seasonal depression. So if I can get the sun in my face, it makes a difference to my mood. But when you do that, you can absolutely see the difference. You can see the sun shining right in my face. So I removed it. I am going to be off camera for a minute because I am going to smoke. I am mind your business when it comes to that. Split between snow and rain. It was great. I thought it was great. A lot of people weren't happy. A lot of people, and I have this happen to me. I have people that actually watched all of my video, right? They don't like me. They watched every second of my stream and they decided to go and start tagging creators that were in my chat. First off, if you think I don't know who Gray Hughes is, you're a fucking moron. Okay. the idea that you think you know anything about me or anything about who I know or who I don't is what's infuriating. So anyway, my man got hosed in all the area codes, and and Bullhorn Betty knew each and every one. Anyway, my point is, they go and they tag these creators and they try to put this bad stigma on me. And, so I've experienced. So while I understand and heed the warnings, Peachy, and, those others that had concerns with it, I also like to take people for where I meet them. Because I am somebody who was a piece of shit. I wasn't doxing and going real life like they claim, but I absolutely was saying horrible things. I was look shaming, weight shaming. I've taken a few below the belt remarks. One in particular, I'm very disappointed in myself. And when that resurfaced and I had to realize that that was me, that is when I set forth to change, because I couldn't even believe that I would say something that fucking horrific. You know what I mean? So I get it, right? I get it. And here's my thing. I don't advertise channels. I don't even normally, I don't drop links to people. I'm not even one that does open panels, but I enjoy them and I'm going to do them more often. If you see somebody on my panel, does not mean I automatically co-sign them. I don't even know them. You know what I mean? But I enjoyed the conversation. I thought it was a great conversation. Said he had doxed Gray. Who said that? He said he doxed Gray. I didn't hear that on here on my panel. Now, I'm not going to lie. I didn't spend the whole time. I did dishes. I started cooking dinner. I got my laundry into the dryer, So I've done, I was multitasking. But anyway, I thought it was a brilliant stream, if you ask me. Thank you so much. Now, and see, I didn't appreciate that. I'll just be 100% honest. I did not appreciate that. It's one thing if you want to ask me if I can drop your channel link. It's a whole nother if you're just dropping it. People think that if I go into another creator's chat that I'm sub poaching. So I guess if you're a creator, you're not allowed to chat other places. Although I was chatting in these places while they were with me and they didn't complain then. But that I do believe is a little more sub. I mean, that is blatant sub poaching, and it was a little disrespectful. If Chasen didn't tell me I was being restreamed, I wouldn't have known. I think it would have been respectful to come up and say, hey, do you mind if I restream this to my channel? I wasn't given that courtesy. So I do think there were some poor panel etiquette, but at the end of the day, I enjoyed the conversation. Thank you so much, Peachy. Could you email me maybe? Yeah. If it wasn't for, like I said, Chase and wrote. So at the end of my stream, I said as much. I didn't know I was being restreamed. And of course, there's somebody that likes to nitpick every word I say. And they're like, at 2 minutes and 52, point, you said you knew you were being restreamed. Like, come on, idiot. You know what I meant. I didn't know I was being restreamed until I was restreamed, period. Like, stop trying to nitpick everything I say. If you don't like me, leave. I'm done with these people that think they come in your chat and try to, like, the trolling is not even good. You do it so obviously. Just because you throw a few kind words behind your insults, don't think you're insulting my intelligence. I might mispronounce words, but I'm not a fucking moron. So, oh, did she? Well, let me check that. Anyway, Joneson did go on and played. Oh, yep. All right. I'm seeing all the emails. Okay, well, so I shouldn't have done this. This is overwhelming, but I will get back to it. I do appreciate it. What is there 2 emails on my channels, guys? Because I keep seeing people saying they don't know what email to use. Anyway, I'm at the point that I'm scared to comment in anybody's chat because everybody takes my words and run with it when I don't mean no harm. Yeah, that happens. I'm sorry to hear that happens to you as well. So apparently I stopped, hey Spudler, I stopped recording Betty when it was way too late. I mean, early. Oh, I don't. Try to tell me what? What did she stream? No, she didn't stream me. Somebody who came up on my panel was restreaming me to their channel. And I didn't know. Which again, I guess if you're on somebody's panel, that's fine. But I think it's panel etiquette to ask somebody if they mind. You know what I mean? Then we drop it on your channel. You have, oh, I do? Huh. I'll have to fix that because I don't even know where that's at on my channel. Okay. Well, that's goofy of me. Yeah, Mrs. Fletcher, I agree. All right. When I'm done this, I will look on my channel and see why there's a Granny's. I don't think I have a Granny's email. So if you are sending emails out into the email universe, they are not coming to me. Okay. Yeah, I agree. So how's everybody doing today? We are on Wednesday, hump day. Everybody ready for the weekend? Who thinks Christmas is going to be here before we know it? Because I think Christmas is just, whoop. Hey, Roddy. I was Christmas shopping and missed it, but we'll catch a replay. Oh, it's quite a few hours long. But it was good. It was good. We covered a bunch of topics. I enjoyed the conversation. I get others maybe didn't. Fine. You know, whatever. It was an open panel. We do what we do. I thought it was a great conversation. There were some bad points, and we will go over those. But for the most part, it was nice. So, hey, Fox. So there was more to the Betty that I didn't record that we're going to hear right here. It is interesting. Thank you. Thank you, Cece. If they did not like it, simply just leave. Yeah, I get that. I know. Oh, you're sick. I hope you feel better. You enjoyed it. Thank you. You thought it was very good. Thank you. My holiday starts tomorrow night. I'm not ready at all. Oh, all right. You're celebrating Hanukkah. Good morning, Chasen. Thank you for letting me know. Chasen is the one that told me you're being restreamed. I had no idea. Some people in the chat were complaining about the guy, John. You know, if you don't like him, don't go to his channel. Can't please everyone. Right. As far as people's histories and records and all that I do not know. I don't know what caused Laura to freak out mid-end stream type of thing. I don't know. Well, actually, I do know because she saw what you said, Peachy. But it was awkward. I was like, shit, what do I do? So, you know, listen, everybody we host on our panels isn't BFFs. We're not. I just wanted everybody to know that when that restream took place, I did not know. And I wanted to make that clear to let it be known that it wasn't a collaboration. Like we weren't planned to collaborate, which is the way it appeared to some of you. And that is not true. Well, Tracy this way is like, well, you said it was okay. What the fuck was I supposed to say? I was on the spot. Was I supposed to be like, no, don't you dare restream? I didn't know what to do. It was okay, you know? But there was a lot of uncomfortable moments there. More uncomfortable than finding out that JLR has hoes in different area codes. One thing I seen today, and I would like to play it, but I won't because I do not think, and people can disagree. That is fine. A lot of times if we like a creator, we will disagree simply because we like them. But I don't think it's fair that Magnolia's business and now identity is being put all over the internet. I think it is a cheap move. I think just because she's JR's girlfriend or moderator doesn't mean she doesn't deserve her anonymity. The fact that we were told about her health and now we have an image of her, I don't think is fair. She is a very gorgeous woman, but I don't think it's fair. That was a sub grab. Listen, we're all here to grow, though. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's not fair to her all, and that's why BHB did all this to be cruel. Yeah, like a jealousy thing. You know what I mean? She knew that was going to start the wheels to get everybody kind of doing what they're doing now, and I don't think it was right. Well, there's a video right now that shows what Magnolia looks like. And I feel like it was a It wasn't fair. I don't think it's right. So I won't play it unless I can play part of it and skip that part. Other than that, it was a great video. It was an interesting video. I do think the person misunderstood. I didn't take it that Betty was saying that Heels was Aunt Mary, but maybe, up to interpretation, how we see fit. So BHB be hating on JLR's women. If panel guests don't appreciate and respect that they are guests, instead they are taking advantage or appear to do so, then I stand up for the channel owner. Yeah, Ninja. No, it's her actual photo. Literally Davis. It's literally her photo. I do appreciate that, Ninja. One moment. There's a knock on the door. Excuse me. I'll be right back.
Ho, 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 ho! 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 Ho, 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 ho!
Ho, 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 ho. JLR got ho, 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 ho's. All right, sorry about that. So that was really nice. It was my neighbor because Amazon keeps delivering to the wrong.
They're obviously, staying together when they go out.
I got it. I'm back. Right? Put a 1. Excuse me. I'm back. All right. Sorry. Amateur hour again. Good Lord. I don't know what caused that to happen when I played that little video. Kelly girl, thank you so much. You guys, I am so sorry. That was ridiculous. Appreciate all of you being patient. I am the most unprofessional, non-professional you will meet. All right. So now I don't know what to do because I think maybe the earpods has something to do with it. I don't want to wear gaming headphones and be on camera with you all. Hell to the no, no, no. Take that up with the higher management, ma'am. Grannies are always watching everything. Grifter Piglane, I don't know how many times you think you're going to come in here and ask that, but I did a stream about 4 days ago. If you want to go listen to that, you can. If you also want to, I don't know, prove I did it, you can do that too. You know what I mean? Let's keep on topic here, Grifter Piglane. These are what I'm talking about, these trolls that think they're slick. They really think they're doing something here. Like, they really think, like, you don't realize what they're doing. Like, oh, I'm just a new person that wants to know. No, you're not. You've asked me this 6 fucking times. I gave you the answer probably 7 times, you know. Anyway. Anybody else still have a bowl of Halloween candy in their face and you're like, stop it. Get away from me. So Betty went on to do some more. Do some more, say some more. I have to play that. I am scared now to connect my... Drive carefully, be good. It is so real. It is so real, Dark Willow. So real. So real. Just like JLR's hose and different area codes. I turned off monetization because you were all complaining about the ads. Listen, as creators, they give us an option. We can click ads, and then we can click if we want them extensive, if we want them moderate, or if we want them low. I clicked low. So I don't know why you guys were saying there were so many ads. But to be honest, I know it's annoying, but you got to remember, some of us are here to make money. And that is like, I need the money, especially with Christmas. So I do apologize that the ads were that much, but I hope you guys understand that I'm not trying to kill you with ads. I literally put it on the lowest there can be. And I'm sure other creators in here can confirm that, you know, we can choose how many. We can't choose how many, but we can choose how often. So wasn't trying to kill you with the ads. Now let me see. Thank you. I wasn't being extra greedy, and no, it's YouTube. They are jerks. Now, YouTube Premium you can get for about $12 a month. You don't get ads. The creator still gets the ad revenue. Or you can do a family plan, which offers up to 5 people, is about 20-something, 22 a month maybe. If you have 5 friends that you trust, you're close with, maybe go in with them. It's like $3 each, you know. But if not, please just understand that, you know, I just need it. Just needed the revenue. I didn't mean to bum yous all out. So let's get to topic. Oh, thank you, Kathy. I do appreciate that. That's the other thing. The best way, 2 ways to support a creator is 1, hitting the thumbs up. 2, if you can watch the ads, if they're, you know, 10 seconds, watch the 10 seconds. It does help us it gives us like a penny extra. Never mind. Don't waste your time. It's not worth the penny. Money off their hard work. All creators should be able to make money. Yeah, you can choose how often. So since I can't use my earbuds, hey mamas, I have YouTube Premium too. I hate the ads too. And that's what we're talking about. What's that? I'm sorry. If that was Betty saying this, everyone make more of it, and you guys know it. Betty saying what? Spring Tea, would you like a link to come up and speak? Because, well, here's the thing, Spring. I understand you like Betty, but I've been nothing but respectful to Betty. Excuse me, ma'am, Spring Tea. Go look at all of my videos and tell me how many are about Betty. Okay. Now I get it. Betty's your friend. I've been more than polite to Betty, but it is people like you that are going to make Betty get it worse because you accuse people when they're not doing it. So let's stop that. Good golly. Betty asked for people to talk about this. Hey, Brandy. So Betty's over here, and there was more to it. This is sped up. Let me see if the headphones work or if I can use the earbuds.
When they go out in the
Okay. Everybody could hear that? No, we all know people are here to make money, you know. Good golly. Betty literally says at this, I want this to get out. You know, however you got to do it, do it. If you got to call me stupid to do it, call me stupid. You know, so she asked for it. Hey, Gladys, good morning. Thank you so much. Hello. Hello, British. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. BHB very clearly said for other people to talk about this and spread the word. We are spreading the word. I have not made one disparaging remark towards Betty at all. Hello, Painting Services by Steve. I remember you. Hello. Thank you. All right. So we could all hear when I played Betty. Now, if I wanted to be a jerk, Springsteen, I would say, unfortunately. That was wrong. I mean, you're not confused, Jeanette. That is exactly what she did. Speculation Station, welcome. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you. OG is back. OG was gone for just a little bit. She is back now. See, she had to do the duties of Santa. So we know I can't play my little pause videos because that makes me lose it. Stop Bets. Bets gets reviewed because of her own actions, her own words. That's it. At least for Jess and me, because if she wasn't doing this ish, I want to review her. I don't go real life or personal life. BHB's live this morning was actually not a rant, and she, for the most part, she stuck to true crime. And I think if she did that, if she stopped responding, she would probably get farther. Like, people wouldn't be as cruel to her, but because she responds to everybody, she actually gives them content. I don't even think she realizes it. Hey, Infamous, welcome. Thank you so much, SoFlo Mama. I just wanted to give you all a little lesson on how you can tell when somebody's using filters when they're not, and don't be a hater. Oh, that was so nice of you. You even switched devices. Thank you. All right, so I think we're ready, right? 1 second. I'm not the only one that was calling her Bets. Haters gonna hate, hate, hate. Shake it off. Well, drama does sell, and here's why. Hey, KNS. Because I can put up a true crime video and not get nearly as much traction. And I've noticed some people are actually intertwining the two just to get the traction. So it does kind of suck. Drama does definitely sell, which is the shitty part. All right, so here we're going to go over to Betty. There was another part of this I want to play after this. I don't know if I can use my headphones and be on camera with you all. Hold on. Make myself smaller. I am smoking. Oh, that's right, you do. All right, so let's see if we can do this without messing up our sound. She actually addressed my comment at the beginning. Looks like she took my comments to heart. Her attitude was way different this morning. Good. Maybe she needs to get this off her chest to feel better. I hope it did. I hope it helped her. Angel Chips coming in with the Dale Go.
these fields. They're staying in the same room. I'm not going to allege anything what they may or may not be
Whoa.
doing. But when I was
Does that sound horrible for anybody else, or is it just these earbuds? Maybe I should disconnect. I just wish the two would be separate. Like somebody's going to do drama, they would start a whole new live and keep it separate from whichever case being spoke about. I do too, Shorty, but here's the problem. I'm just being honest with you. Drama sells. It does. Like I said, if you want to go look at my channel, I've done crime stuff. People just, they like the drama. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, so let me go ahead and be a goofball and have to wear my son's gaming headset. I'll put it this way so I can still hear. All right, here we go.
Out at the front row Trump rally, she was rubbing his back, and when I asked him for a pen, he went inside her purse when she was not standing there.
So we heard all this Trump rally, rubbing of backs. You know what I mean? There is sound now. I do apologize, Barbara. I'm amateur. You can't win for losing, you know? Drama and sex sells. Well, hell. What kind of sex? I'm just kidding. All right. We heard all this. I'm going to go to where I ended it.
This is serious? And you think going behind the scenes and taking my main channel out is going to keep me? I got 172 people in here, and I'm...
Makes no sense to say that because people come into our lives when they are drama, but rarely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That is exactly what I'm saying. Everybody says they want true crime. They want true crime. They don't want the drama, but people don't come unless there's drama. Facts. I'm so glad I'm not the only one. Get spring tea. Bye-bye. You are so disappointed in my stream that you shouldn't watch, sweetheart, okay? So unless you want to take a link, I suggest you just go ahead and watch somebody else because clearly I am making you upset. I have not made one disparaging remark towards Betty. I haven't said one cruel thing towards Betty. I have kept it very clean, okay? A few months back, it would have been a different story, okay? I'm a different person, Spring Tea. If you were that disappointed in my coverage, maybe for one, go tell Betty not to tell people to cover it. For two, Betty herself will tell you that I've been very polite. I've actually had Betty's back out here because I do think she's picked on. This case, she's not. You were fighting a lost cause. Goodbye. Ay, ay, ay. Well, they don't want true crime. If so, they wouldn't know all the details on all their drama issues. You know it. Okay, right. If Betty wants to keep saying she's strictly a true crime channel, fine. Pick a lane. I get that, right. I do, Gary, thank you. I wear those kind of headphones too, Jessica, except mine has a unicorn lights. My son wouldn't do the light up ones. He didn't like them. Do you? You think drama makes your body physically ill? When it's me, it makes me physically ill. People are cruel out here. I've not been cruel to Betty. Good morning, Texas. Give her 5 minutes to rethink your choices. You're lucky there's a mom in the crowd. Because I'd put you right in the corner. You just said I don't like Betty's glasses. Oh, they said I do like it. I like Betty's glasses. I do feel bad for her with JLR and his treatment of her. But what did he do? He kind of dished her, right? I think JLR is going to do a legal ground. I don't think he's going to do a drama ground. If anybody wants to come up, you're welcome to come up. I don't think he's going to respond on YouTube. Do any of you? Right. Go ahead. Come on. Come to the corner. All right. We are back.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of people that clip this. If you really wanted it silent, I don't think that's what the result you got.
Do you hear that, Spring Tea? She says, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of people that clip this, right? Now, listen, I don't have my headphones all the way on, but that's what I heard. Did anybody else hear that? Thank you, Becca Cho. I tried to be fair. I'm not trying to be cruel. It's a little hard to hear, but I'm pretty sure she said people are going to clip this. So I think she expected it. What treatment of her, though, because he didn't get into the hearing. He don't have that authority. People were like, oh, he ignored Betty at the hearing. That's probably because he was without his hat, if I'm being honest. Sorry, Betty. He's just not that into you. 75% of JLR subs have no idea who BHB is, and he doesn't want them to know. He will not do this on YouTube. So that's exactly why when I do respond to somebody, literally, Davis, like, after months of insane fucking stalking, I try not to say their names because people are nosy and they will go and look. If JLR brings this to YouTube, people are going to go look, and she knows that. Apparently I can get sued if I answer that. So I won't be answering that. Dolly can't hold back his excitement at not being alone on the survivors list for Betty's. When she showed up and reported on the ground he was at, people in his chat were telling him to distance himself from her. He probably did because of her reputation. But his reputation is not much better, and I don't think this is a romantic thing. I think it's something that has been going on for a while. I just think whatever just happened at the trial and the rally was icing on the cake. I don't know. Because what I gather from it, she sounds like a scorned lover, truthfully. I called JLR for lying in his title once. I used to be a paid member. I called him out. My mouth gets me in trouble, apparently. Why would she do this live? She didn't want people to talk about it or share it. Anyone on this platform would be crazy. Think a stream like hers wouldn't be spoke about or shown. Well, she wanted people to. She says it. She wants everyone covering it so they would go to this channel to get monetized. It hasn't come yet. Mail hasn't ran today yet. What do you mean? Her cease and desist? SF sure shut Betty down. She just doesn't do the research. She depends on her mods to put... Well, you know what I didn't like? She says at one part that what she's going to say is verified, and it pertains to the woman who unfortunately lost her life. She says it's verified, then goes say it's not her job to verify for YouTube, but then asks BK himself to verify it. So which one is it? It can't be all three. That's ridiculous. All right, let's carry on.
Coming after my channel. I just want to let you know. I don't think that's the result that you got from coming after my channel. I'm going to ask you one more time, Jonathan. You need to stand down and don't bother me again. And I know I've been texting you because I know that's what he's going to say. Because I've been asking him.
Betty looks nuts here. She's like, and I know I've been texting him. You know what I mean? Like, all right, well, stop texting him, Betty. Your ass going to be left alone now. Okay, no more texting. We got that. She did say that. She said that's why she kept saying how many people were watching. She did have it going to other platforms as well, though. She had it go into Twitter, X, whatever it's called now, TikTok. It was going to other places.
Oh, I'm blowing it up. Asking him all these questions. Asking him all of these questions. Let's see here. All these questions. My last one was this.
What were all the questions, Betty? Does anybody else want to know what all the questions were? Like, what started this? What were the questions you asked that you didn't get the answers to?
This is me burning down the house. Fuck you.
Oh, burning down the house. That was my whole point. That was my whole point. Is that because people took when I said that she doesn't sound like somebody who's afraid. They took that as me saying because she's speaking out, she's not afraid. No, because she took such low blows, I am questioning how fearful she is. Because if this was just a case of being afraid and wanting people to know in case anything happens, she could have done that without all the low blows. You know what I mean? You know that song, I Wear My Sunglasses at Night? You know, that's about a man that's stalking a woman. You guys know that? We're going to do that one day. We're going to go over the lyrics of songs that we've all sang and didn't realize the meaning behind. But that's one of them. I was creeped out. I'm like, I thought the dude was just cool wearing glasses at night. Lord, I did not know he was stalking a girl. Woo. All right.
I'm done. I don't care who believes me. I don't care who doesn't believe me. I don't care.
She don't care.
I don't care. Learn to preach yourself. Anybody that spends any significant time around this man gets burned. And that's all there is to it. And let you be a lady. Oh, he'll use you up for good time.
See, when she's saying things like that, I feel like she was used up for a good time and it hurts her feelings. But I am just trying to get to the spot where she says it. Yeah, Jack and Diane. That is not an innocent, story about American Jack and Diane. No, Jack and Diane were getting it on. Jesse's girl. Yes, we're totally going to do this. It's going to be fun. Dave Matthews did a peep in time, I'm sure. If you guys have song suggestions, I'm going to make a post after this. Write them in the comment section and we'll go over them. I think it would be fun and different.
Right? He'll use you up for your money.
Don't steal my idea, haters. All right. She may have experienced it, right? I think she's speaking from experience.
He'll use you up for your creativity. He will use you up to get him where he needs to go, his plateau. And then he does the flipperoo. He will start working to destroy you behind the scenes, especially if you start asking questions. So ladies, and I say ladies plural, you better start asking him those questions. Now would be a great time.
See how she's like giddy about it? I don't know. You're giddy about it.
Because all you ladies probably are all hanging out with each other, smiling in each other's face, and are never even the wiser.
All right, we're going to forward because, well, she just looks excited here. But we're going to move forward because this is not the part I was looking for. We did all this yesterday. I think this was overkill. I think everybody did it. Who wrote that? Oh, you. 2 English bulldogs, Jack and Diane. Were they living in the heartland?
And he's sitting over in the corner looking at all you some stuff behind the scenes, implying that he was me. I started telling some mods because I didn't want to go public with it, but I did want to tell people so people can't say, "Oh, wait, you just now decided to bring it up."
So Betty herself said that JR and Betty became friends during a political rally that took place right around the same time that Gabby Petito case was hitting headlines. Oh, I love that song. So that long, she said that after they met, JR reached out to her and said, I had a relative of Gabby reach out to me. Do you want to go, look for this girl with me? And she said yes.
So I told people that I trusted back then this stuff to keep to themselves. So if I ever needed them to show, to be the receipt, they would be the receipt. I know you guys got it. I know you got that somebody a little higher up the food chain needs to have this information and needs to properly look at it. And I'm not the one to do it. And I don't know what else to do. All I can say is for the channel, brace for impact. I have a funny feeling that this.
Did you rewind it back, Beast? Because to me, it sounded like she said, I don't care if people believe me. It's about Uncle Joey from Full House? Is it really? I'd never known that. Wow. I thought she said, I don't care if people believe me.
This is going to get really ugly. I don't know how ugly it's going to get, but I have to believe that he's going to try to come after me with everything that he has, every weapon, politically or otherwise, that he has. He's not going to, I don't think he's going to do, physical damage to me, like he's going to hurt me physically. I would think that if he wanted to do that, he would have done that by now. But I am concerned for my safety.
That is a beautiful song, KB, with a dark meaning. That is a great song.
And well-being. I don't know how else to put it than that. And take it for what you will. I don't know what to say. If people are probably going to analyze this and try to say that I'm lying or making it up, or do whatever you got to do. I don't care at this point. Just get the information out there. Somebody will see it. If you have to tear me.
Spring Tage, you hear that? She asked us to get the information out there. Betty knew people were going to do this. She knew it. No way she didn't. So we are simply getting information out there. She is poking the bear. I'm not saying she's not afraid just because she spoke out. That's ridiculous to think that. Whistle. I can't do it. You know that song, Baby, when we're grinding, I get so excited. Oh, how I like it. That song, when I was younger, I remember being in the car with my father and it was playing. And I turned to my dad and said, Dad, why does he get excited when she's crying? Oh, gosh. In case you guys didn't know, I'm 35, not 34. So, yes, I was very young when that song came out. And I did ask why they were excited that the girl was crying. Why would he be excited about that? And I wish I remembered his response. I do not. But it stood out to me because I'd always be like, baby, when you're crying, I get so excited. And I'm like, this is cruel. Why is he so excited to make her cry? Oh, good Lord. Oh, the things we didn't even know we were singing, folks. Peaches and cream. Do you really want to hurt me? Culture Club. All right, you guys got to remember these because I got to make a post because I'll be honest, I will not remember them. All right, back on. Let's go.
Me up to get it out there, then tear me up to get it out there because I'm not going to sit here quietly. And I even my haters can understand that.
We understand.
I know some of them have heart still. So, what a day. Happy Monday. I love it right before Christmas.
So this is where I end it because I thought that, yeah, Amy, because I thought that she was done. She was not done. I kept calling my dad a dildo in public because he didn't correct me the first time when I thought it meant dodo. Lord, the stuff we do. Lord, the stuff we didn't know. Yeah, I actually do have short-term memory loss from a car accident. I am very forgetful. He's not going to respond, and Betty acknowledged that he's not going to respond. He's going to do it behind the scenes, which is what she keeps saying, and I'm not discounting that. I'm not believing her. Hey, roses. Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm a poet, and I wrote that just for you. How sweet am I? All right. Is she for real? Unfortunately. I'm trying not to smoke on camera with you guys because, judgmentals. You know what? I wish I could be like you, Chasen. The way you give 0 fucks, girl. That makes me so happy. You are my inspiration. Hey, Jet. All right. So here we go. This is the part I didn't cover.
Christmas, right? I love it right before Christmas. Couldn't be a better timing. I know you guys got it. But again,
bring it to me, JLR.
It's just gone too far. It's just gone too far. And why I decided to run this on all platforms. Again, it's not something I wanted to do. I was perfectly fine trying to keep this behind the scenes and dealing with it in a more diplomatic way.
Who believes her? Who believes she was completely fine keeping this behind the scenes and dealing with it in a more diplomatic way? Because she's the one that brought it on scenes, right? So do you guys believe that? I wish I quit smoking too, but I don't. And I do smoke more when I'm live because you're talking, you're interacting, So what? So what? It's my lungs. I think JR has more to lose than she does. Absolutely. He's out here doing his thing. Yeah, no. She's lying. She ain't want to keep it behind the scenes. Well, at one point she says she wants to keep it behind the scenes and she didn't want to bring it forward. But at the other, she's like, I'm not going to stay silent anymore. I'm burning this down. This is da-da-da-da-da. So she kind of, if you really listen to her, she contradicts herself quite a lot in one little space of time. There are quite a lot of other creators who will do the same thing. They will say one thing and in the next breath, discount themselves. It is really impressive. Hey, Denise, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. He looks like a hoodrome. What's a hoodrome? Cannot believe I'm going to say this. JR has more up and go than BHB, and he does try from what I see. Terry T, I'm with you. She's lying and very jealous of JR. JR must be packing. Oh, good Lord. JR looks like a Who from Whoville. Okay. Sally Mayer never did subtle. She always did histrionics. I started buying smokes at 11, quit age 49, was 2 packs a day. Wow, wow. Good for you for quitting. I'm sure term memory loss with a lot of things, AK, more important things, and I don't have a past head injury. Okay, there you go. BHB kind of has a drama cycle. Wasn't she crazy upset with another male creator around this time last year? Right after the new year, all of a sudden, there's no more beef and they're fine. Was that Dolly? And let me be clear, I don't follow either one, so I don't care. Wait, but looking at it, big 2.5-year picture, I'm 50-50. Okay, interesting. JR does have a very dark past and is not well. Google him. Yeah. She's all over the place, like she's thinking out loud, desperately looking for a lifeline or something.
Okay. And so far, I have kept everything behind the scenes and tried to deal with it in a diplomatic way. But now it's just gone to the point where it is a public situation. My channel is down for 7 days and there's no end in sight. How many more false strikes are going to be hitting that channel? I mean, there's very limited because, we really haven't done anything, all the content, most on the.
Thank you, Privilege. Excuse me. I will leave JLR alone. Thank you. The man sues Santa Claus for fuck's sake. Not Santa.
Most part is mine. But still, it's just, and then there might be those underhanded attacks now of other people. It's just a never ending story of how they can do this, but it's going to have to run out eventually. I mean, they have 10 days, to counter notify, and then it's removed. So
if you weren't here yesterday, we showed proof that they weren't false strikes. They were actually real strikes, and they were done by the woman whose video she took. It was a private video the lady did with an interview, something of the sort. The lady owned that it was her. SF Investigates helped her. So the strikes weren't false. Think JLR will keep on keeping on. Laugh like BHB means nothing to him. JLR's out here killing it, right? Whether you like him or not, the guy's a hustler. He's hustling. He's doing his thing. Yes, he has a grimy past. Blah, blah, blah. We get all of that. But as far as this situation goes, I don't think this is hurting my neck, to be honest. I don't think that he will do anything. Yeah, this would be considered circumventing. People are saying it's ban evading. It's not ban evading. It is circumventing. When YouTube implements a punishment, such as you can't live stream for 7 days, or they take away your monetization, if you go to a secondary channel and you collect monetary over there, or you go live over there, you are circumventing their punishment. I don't think Betty is doing it on purpose. Do you think this is going to rally up allies for herself, or think it's going to rally up more enemies? Probably a mixture of both. I think people who didn't or don't like Betty also don't like JLR, so they're going to, it can go either way. He does, Wilma. He does. They did no such thing, Gary. Stop it. BHB projects everything she's been through. What's the saying? For every one finger pointing at you, there's at least 5 pointing back. Yeah. There's a lot of fingers pointing at Betty.
It's one of those things. I mean, it kind of sucks, but this is what we're going to have to do. And if this is what we're going to have to do, we'll just move. We're going to start opening up. I don't ever want this happening again. So I'm literally going to be full steam ahead on every single social media platform and making sure every single social media platform we have is monetized, because that is our bloodline to be able to work these cases and be.
So this is where people were tearing us apart. People were saying, because she said about this being monetized or monetizing channels, that she is using this situation to monetize this backup channel. I don't know. I don't know if I believe that. He's gotten his subs, but check out his views. They haven't gone up. They're about the same as when he had 40K. Yeah, and you know what? I'll be honest. The sub count doesn't matter as much as your active participants, right? Honestly, the more subs you have, the more pressure you have to, your analytic-wise, or if you do percentage-wise, like you're saying, they have to balance out. I think JLR said he would help Betty with her lawsuit against QB. Then he met this new girlfriend, distanced himself from her, and she's left to deal with the suit alone and is stressing her out. You think so? She keeps saying she wants this monetized by the end of the week. So if she does that, will YouTube allow it? If she does that, she's putting a, she's bringing attention to herself with YouTube, and she is, again, that is circumventing. They punish you for a reason.
Be able to get to these locations. And without that financial stream, obviously we can't do the work. I can sit here and I can talk, but actually get.
Actually, Privilege, we can all talk to YouTube. As creators, we have a tool in our creator studio where we can speak directly with a YouTube, which I think is a robot. I mean, you're right. She doesn't have connects all the way up with YouTube, but we all do have a reach to YouTube. Absolutely.
Getting out there and getting the real work done, getting the real answers, I'm unable to do. But I'm really glad the turnout we had over here on the new channel, right? We have an amazing turnout for all my clippers, my haters, and everything. You guys, I'm not striking anything. Use this as you wish.
Spring tea, she told us to do it. Vice and drama rages, not her true crime work, boring and lame. Yeah, but to be honest, Edie, more people watch Betty when she's spazzing out than they do when she's just covering the true crime. I think if she learned to, maybe she made a second channel where she did the drama and the first one was strictly true crime, so her audience base would know what they're getting into, that would be better. But she needs to stop representing herself. A lot of these people do that. They say they're a true crime creator, but then they do the drama, which makes you crama. Okay.
I'm tired of being bullied here on the streets of YouTube, and I'm tired of like stuff like this. This is serious stuff, and here I am trying to be silenced and intimidated to keep the information hushed. Well, there it is. It's out there now. So
here's my question. If Betty said, she said to JR, don't do anything, I'm not going to do anything, what makes her think that this was an attempt to hush her? You weren't speaking about any of it, Betty, so why would it be an attempt to hush you? I don't understand that. I feel like if anything, she put a bigger target. I actually feel bad for her, to be honest. Her emotions are all over the place. Happy one minute, then raging the next. And I get it because listen, she does get a lot of hate. I mean, Betty fucking sneezes and there's 50 million reasons for that sneeze. You know what I mean? So I get it. When you were over analyzed, I'm over it. My haters are watching right now, snapping screenshots. They're talking their shit. They're looking for what creators are in my chat so they can email them and tag them and da. We are over analyzed. You will freak the fuck out. Like you will have a breaking point. Matter of fact, I finally responded since June. I responded one particular one. She went on later to say that one claimed that I responded because I'm back to using drugs. I am in recovery. Do I look like I'm fucking using drugs? The other one goes, no, it's because she has untreated mental health issues that she's untreated for. It couldn't just be because you fucking followed me in a chat room the night before and was advertising everybody to come look at you. No, that's too logical and not insulting enough. So we have to go for her recovery and alleged mental health issues. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, the two people on panel have bipolar, but what the fuck do I know? Anyway, it is easy, as you just saw, for you to lose your shit when you were constantly under scrutiny this way. Well, Brick with Eyes, I agree. I logged off for an entire summer. So, yes, I agree. But it happens. Behind the scenes, why would she jump to him being a wanted striker? He wasn't covering that case or anything. I don't know. She does say that she was asking him questions behind the scenes. But here's what you guys got to remember. And remember this, Deets. She says, Betty says, that I sent him one last text that said, I'm burning down the house. So she gave him a heads up. Do you know what I mean? Like she didn't, how do I say this? What am I trying to say? Fuck me. I don't even know. Basically, she set out to do this. She considered this. Do you get what I'm saying? Like she told him, I'm burning down the house.
You know, do what you got to do to me, but it's not going to keep me quiet because I just thrown it all out there. And the problems still aren't ending because I am going to now take this to law enforcement as well. Let them do the investigation. If it holds water, it holds water. If it doesn't, it doesn't, right? So it's one of those things that at this point, we need to get to the bottom of it. We need to find out whether he trolled these people to death or not, because I feel like he tried to troll me to death. And I know blank screen, and I know blank screen style, and I believe he would be capable of this, but with the stuff that you guys don't.
There's a question: is it real, or is it not imagined, but is it paranoia? That's a good question. I just don't know what to believe with BHB. Well, Ellie bets, wow, you're going to lie again. Well, she's going to call them and say he possibly is the reason somebody lost their life? So, well, she tells us they did. She said that she messaged him, asked him questions about things. He started ignoring her. She didn't like being ignored. So she turned around and said to him, I'm going to burn down the house. My understanding is she heard about this, asked JLR for a comment, told him she wasn't doing anything with the info yet. Then she assumed he came after her in anticipation. You're right, right? Because she does eventually say as much. You're right. I think after he found out about his girlfriend and she was insulted, she didn't get into the hearing and blah, blah, blah. She started digging. This came back up. She asked him about it, told him, don't make any moves. I'm not going to make any moves. You know, just keep it behind the scenes. I don't know what I'm doing yet. And when she got the strike, she assumed, good one, yeah, that it was him. All right.
I don't know that was going on behind the scenes up to this point is really what made me believe that JLR is behind this strike on my channel, as opposed to this is stuff that he does. He's done this to other channels. I know that for a fact because I'm a eyewitness to his work. I just never thought, even with me fighting back and forth, that he.
Oh, privilege. Maybe if you send another one. Maybe if you send another one. Because I love trolls like your sister. They're fun ones. Because they're the ones that think they're invisible, right? So when they're over in another chat bragging that they're coming to troll me and they come in with some asinine comment and they think they're slick, again, this is, I already addressed you trolls. You're not that good at it. Get better.
He would stoop this
but
low
thank you for the
to come
chat.
after me publicly like this. And me not, but see, this is his thing,
No.
because he keeps his facade up on his channel, so nobody really knows when those lights go off what he's doing behind the scenes. Only the people that hang out with him, right, Magnolia?
Well, see how she just did that? Nobody knows what he's doing when the lights go off unless you hang out with him. Then she goes, right, Magnolia? Well, right, like you, Betty. You were aware. You knew what he was doing. You know how he operated. You just didn't think he would do it to you, but he did, and that sucks.
You've seen him do some dirty stuff. How many times has he asked you to reverse engineer call something? I'm curious. I'm curious. Because it always has to be somebody that can do something for him. He will never be with anybody.
Ha, ha, ha. Funny jokes. Ha, ha, ha. Somebody's health and being seen as the troublemaker that runs between channels. Ha, ha, ha. Funny, funny. Yeah, it's not funny. Anyway, I have a feeling you're hurt, but okay. So, yeah. Yeah, this is interesting because he is now using the tactics on Betty that Betty knew he was doing to others, which is why many people don't have sympathy. Now, what is reverse? What is that? What is reverse engineering? Let me look at that. Process in which software, machines, aircraft, structures and other products are deconstructed to extract design information from them. Ooh, what did he reverse engineer? Nanya, come out the bushes. Where are you? There's supposed to be Christmas trees, Nanya. You don't even have holiday spirit. Oh, gee, golly. All right, so we're about, okay.
That doesn't bring something that he can use or abuse. Believe that. That is Jonathan Lee Riches. That is the real Jonathan Lee Riches. And again, I'm not coming after him politically. I'm pretty sure he's going to try to take my legs out from under me. I, at this point, don't care. If they're going to go with a felon that can't even freaking vote over me, that's in my county meetings, that are out there, that are just giving, and not doing this type of damage, then I don't need to be associated with those organizations anyways. But I do want to get to the bottom of whether these people lost their life at the hands of JLR or not.
So don't you think, anybody else think before she made that accusation, she should have made sure what she was saying? Like, I do want to get to the bottom of if a woman lost her life at the hands of JLR or not. Since when, Betty? because this woman passed, rest her soul, over a year ago. So why now? Because you've had a falling out with him, now you care if he's behind it? I mean, it's just cruel. I don't know. You'd have to ask them. That's a good question. I don't know, East Coast. Good question. That's very damning. Yes, it is. This is the same one. I'm just going to the spot that I missed, that I stopped streaming at. But I have to find it.
We need to really look at him. And I'm saying that with all sincerity, because I don't want another person dying because of being bullied here on the streets of YouTube. And he started this stuff. The first case was from 2016. He's been doing this a really long time, folks. I can tell you that. He's been doing it a really, really long time.
Who does she think she's speaking to? Thank you, Barbara. Welcome. Who does she not think everybody else is aware and they were trying to tell her the same thing? I don't know. She thinks she's superior. I you know what? I'm going to be honest. I see you. I think that Betty speaks with a confidence that other people don't like, which makes her, in their mind, arrogant. You know, I don't know. Oh, thank you, Nunya. I did a little thing in the beginning about filters and da-da-da, you know. I think a lot of creators should stop throwing out accusations, these little pebbles in the pond that spread out narratives, right? What are you talking about, Privilege? Say that again in a super chat format.
And if you guys want to support him, go ahead. I can't stop you. All I can do is tell you my truth.
Her truth.
And hopefully it'll help somebody. That's all I can do.
Well, thank you.
I've got nothing left. So, happy Monday.
All right, so this is where I ended my stream. This is what you guys didn't hear on my channel. This is the part we're going to cover over here that we didn't hear. All right, you guys ready? Everybody's ready? Thumbs up, put some popcorn. Let me know you guys are awake. Put your coffee in the chat. I can't because I don't have it on. Or I would totally put a coffee right now. You ever look at your phone and you have like 20 tabs open and it's like, wow, shit, no wonder my battery dies so quickly. All right, we got a thumbs up in her coffee. She has say, yeah, you think she's arrogant. Popcorn, let's go. Everybody's ready. Hey, Tiny Dancer. Tiny Dancer. All right, at least Deet's got the holiday spirit. Thank you, Deets. She's not great, but she isn't the dangerous, violent, rabble rouser people make. I agree, I generally have to agree with you. Hey, Debbie. Debbie is over it. I like that. All right, let me get my own stream up. Debbie is over it. I have an Aunt Debbie, and she's nuts. Are you nuts, Debbie? My Aunt Debbie is nuts. All right, let's go. What the fuck is that? Did anybody hear that? Was that me? Privilege, you are just so weird. If you don't think having tabs open drains your battery, I mean, come on. You're one of these trolls that I say are just sitting here to counteract everything I say, and you think you're slick. You're not. They absolutely do. Thank you. Good golly. What was that? Was that a clap? I make it clap. I make it clap. I got to hear that. Don't mind my headphones. You will mind my headphones because you mind everything I do. But that was her stupid. Let me see. Earbud warning.
So, happy Monday.
It was. Everybody say hi to Nellie. Nellie, get up. Come here now. Say hi. Say hi to the audience. Show them how cute you are. This is Nellie. Look now. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Hello. Hello. I went from hating cats to loving them. It's the Blur effect. There you are. Little pretty girl. Bye. All right. Anyway, bye, Nelly. I had to slow it down because they too sped it. Love cat hair. All right. She does. Somebody has to clap for her, right? It's the voices in her head. Clap, kitty. I make it clap. I make it clap. All right. Oh, cat hair. Let's go.
It's challenges.
What was that? Listen to that. Oh, Betty. That was fun. All right, ready? Oh, I know. Betty's gotten so big, guys. I know. She will not be getting caught in Christmas lights this year. All right. Rewind that back. Do you guys hear that? Was that Betty laughing? Ugh.
It's challenges.
Betty, you look like you're having a good time over there, huh? Good Lord. All right, we got the fireworks. That was a whole vibe. We got it all. I needed that laugh. That was good. It was the voice. Hey, River, good morning. She looks like she's imagining her time out in the woods with JLR, right? Yeah.
This is not a monetized channel. Should we listen to Burning Down the House? Let's listen to Burning Down the House.
See, all right. I agree with you, Good Nunya. I think I recall I was in a chat where people were going at her for her cooking videos, and I was like, oh my God, the lady's cooking. She's not causing harm to anybody except for possibly who may eat that food. Give her a break, right? So I'm with you on that. Also, this is where I question, is she really, this is killing my neck. Is she really afraid, or is she enjoying it? Because now she's going to play Burning Down the House. You know what I mean? So let's find out.
Monetized?
I'm not monetized.
I'm not monetized. I can do this. And don't forget, there is a cash PayPal and Venmo. Bullhorn Betty is going to be e-begging for the next 7 days. So if you feel up to it and you want to throw me a bone, there's how you can do it.
Hey, at least she admits that she's going to be e-begging the next 7 days, right? That's more than some people do. At least she's honest about it. Give her props for that.
I think it's this one. I want the old one.
I need my own personal one too. Where can I get one? Hey, Bama. How do people get soundboards? Is that like an actual thing you purchase, or is it just like I have this thing? Oh wait, I can't play it. It messed up my mic last time. Well, that laugh was funny because it was sped up. That's all. She does have a very loud, obnoxious laugh, though. Who cares that she plays with it and pick her to death about it? It was funny. It was because we sped it down. She enjoyed that dance to the song. I don't normally watch it. Went in during that time, found my smile. I find myself smiling at Betty often. I thought she looked great on Morbid's panel. I gave her credit for being on Morbid's panel. She had a chat room tearing her apart, and the woman went out there. Listen, I'll be honest. I've had a small fracture of what Betty goes through, and it was enough to have me log off for the summer to try to escape it, if you will. Don't be hating on my non-existent soundboard, Tracy. Anywho, I'm just kidding. So what was I saying? Oh, so the fact that she still comes around and she still goes live and she still goes on camera and she still does her thing, I give her credit. How many of you, if you ever put yourself in her position, how many of you could handle what she goes through, honestly? And this is why I said that yesterday. Before you jump on the train of tears way apart, consider, are you one more person? Are you going to be that one person? It's sad. It's hard. Nobody gives the lady any type of credit at all. And I get it because people don't like her. Fine. Betty's a racist dog. Right. Well, that's why people don't like her. I mean, I get it. But, do we have to tear her apart? I thought her cooking. I can't even lie. All right, let's go on. I wish I could do it normal. This is Jonesing recorded this. How normal can we get it? There she is. Get it, Bets. Get it, girl. I'm sorry, but it still makes me think she's singing. She's going from a break. You want me? I'll dance off. Let's go. Let's go, baby. It still makes me think that she is she's heartbroken. I still go by, I think she's heartbroken. Amen, River. Amen. And I haven't always been, I'm not superior. I'm not on a high horse. I've not always done the right thing. I'm not always making the most moral choices. But I have seen and tried to do better. And I think we could all do that. She did say he taught her everything she knows. All right. I'm going to take this moment to use the restroom. You all take this moment to enjoy Betty dancing. BRB, friends. About to serve Betty on the... Don't make me do it. I'm not going to lie. You guys got to admit, it is hysterical that she's leaning into the camera and saying it with her soul, baby. She is saying it.
I'm wondering, is she married? Does she have kids your age? Just asking again for a few friends.
Ooh. Listen, I'm just kidding. Ooh. I will be the best hype man. You don't even need a soundboard. Just hire me. So she wants to know if Aunt Mary's married and does she have kids your age that are missing a shingle. Ooh. Leave Mary alone and her family alone. They're millionaires. Be nice. I smell like roses. Says sorry. All right.
Again, asking for a few friends. Like I said, it started off as just wanting to know why he's using Magnolia and diving into this and finding out that there's a 2016 case.
Why does she keep saying he's using Magnolia? She's his only moderator. She admitted that they're together at these events. They're in the... Why does she think that he's using her? Using her for what? For what, Betty? What do you feel used for? Tell us. No, right. She feels backstabbed. How does your cabin grow? Oh, what grows in the cabin? She feels stabbed in the back finding out he had a girlfriend, I think, in my opinion.
And then, like I said, it brought me back to the Benny Keys thing. If you guys can reach out to Benny Keys, you might want to do that just to find out if she really...
Betty, you should have reached out to Benny Keys first. Don't you think she should have reached out first? No. And he won't.
Did, because I think he needs to go to law enforcement and tell them to look a little deeper. They might find that she was being harassed greatly online. And I know for a fact based...
Damn. This is what happens if you stab Betty in the back. She will want you put in jail for manslaughter, man. She said contact the FBI and the Homeland Securities. Nobody cares what Magnolia's name is. Magnolia's name is Magnolia to us. We don't need to know Magnolia's name. We don't need to know Magnolia's image. We don't need to know Magnolia's health. None of that is our business. What we get to know is what Magnolia has told us, which is Magnolia Sims, and she's a cartoon avatar. Nobody's entitled to anything other than...
on the personal conversations that I had with JLR, that he was in fact trolling her, and he told me that out of his own mouth. So, and he seemed very nervous as well. And I will not lie about that. So again, take the information for what you will. Not my problem. Some people just need to learn their own lesson. But this is not something that I'm prepared to keep to myself any longer, and it's not something that I'm prepared to keep quiet. I want law enforcement to look into this to find out if there's any water to it, because I swear to God, if people have lost their life at the hands of JLR, you know, that's not a good thing. And again, he pushed the issue when he tried to take my channel.
So because he tried to take her channel, she now wants to take his freedom and accuse him of murder. Do we got that right? Are we understanding that? Right now she cares. Mods. Is BHB accusing JLR of scamming Aunt Mary or Magnolia? Is BHB made about some sort of mutual thing between JLR and whoever that she simply isn't a part of? It sounds to me like yes. Right. She said, because you tried to mess with my channel, now I'm going to accuse you of unaliving somebody. Yeah, we don't need to know real names. Got it. Right. I believe that's what she's saying, at about 5-10% of it being true, while the rest is an exaggeration. JLR did strike her. It was Lady and SF. That's the accusation I'm hearing. Lord. Yes, please hit the smash. I like the way you wrote that. Thank you. Or please smash that like. Yay. Thank you so much, Brian. Thank you. I appreciate you. But he didn't mess with her channel. Nope. Nope. And she knew that. No, we all now know what Magnolia looks like. We know her name. We know her health. We shouldn't know any of that. Right. I will not lie about that. Now, you won't lie about it, but you'll keep it under wraps until you need to use it as a weapon, which is equally as bad. And I'm sorry, we're not talking about, you know, just keeping somebody's dirty little secret about, you know, something stupid. We're talking about bullying somebody to take their own life. We're talking about a life loss. If she truly believed or knew at some point or another that she thought in her heart that JLR had part of that, that's when she should have spoke on it. Not a year later as a weapon, not a year later as a way to throw mud on his name. She did say she wants to, wait, we're going to get to that. No, somebody else put out her photo deets.
He only has himself to blame for becoming public. I would have kept this quiet, JLR, and let law enforcement deal with it. I surely would have.
I would have kept this quiet, JLR. I would have kept this quiet.
But not when my channel's down for 7 days, right before Christmas. Oh, to keep your stupid secret. Now you're financially hurting me to keep your secret. I didn't start this, you did. I'm not the one playing these people, you are. All right. So anyways,
what did she say? I'm not the one blaming people, you are?
Oh, to keep your stupid secret. Now you're financially hurting me to keep your secret. I didn't start this, you did. I'm not the one playing these people, you are.
I'm not the one playing these people, you are. This doesn't come out of nowhere. It's his building in her. Oh, I agree, but it's a serious freaking accusation. And again, it's using a woman's death, and it's just not right, in my opinion.
All right. So anyways, what do you guys like to talk about? I took an hour to slam a few guys that are coming after me, both that are liars, both that are that don't know how to follow the law. You know, I put an end to the hate. I don't know what they're doing. All I'm going to say is that she financially supports him. He sneaks. I know for a fact because he's told me about going off to the woods with her before. So it's like, you know, sweet Aunt Mary is meeting him in a cabin in the woods. I don't know what they're doing in the cabin in the woods. I just know it's not his aunt, and they are both privately sneaking off to a cabin in a woods several times.
They're both adults, consenting adults, sneaking off, but telling Betty that they're going off into the woods, right? Right. With chocolate all over your fingers and mouth, and, you know, this is exploiting a victim. Absolutely. Why does she need to know? Why do we need to know? No, when it happened to me, those same creators thought it was wrong, the good onions. So that's where the hypocrisy comes in. Remember, wrong is wrong, right is right. I don't know what independent thinker. I don't know what you're talking about. The cabin in the woods. It actually does sound romantic. Times
a year. Meanwhile, he's living in her house, and every time he has automobile problems, he calls her, and she's the one that pays for his car issues. And, you know, and oh yeah, let's not forget this.
Oh, she's paying for his house, for his car. Again, Aunt Mary, do you have a brother? I mean, seriously. Whoa, I don't know. This is she's given a lot.
Even JLR's channel, all his account information is integrated Aunt Mary. He's not claiming his channel as his income.
Oh, Betty! Oh, she did not. Betty. Her backup channel is not monetized, which means it's not linked to AdSense. I think that's how this didn't count as ban evading, in my opinion. I don't know, though. Well, it'd be circumventing. And if you lose a channel with circumvention, it's really hard to get it back. Lord, she is spilling the deets. What part of this is legal or frowned upon? Who cares who is funding his life? Well, if his AdSense and his channel revenue is not in his name, it's likely doing that to avoid paying back court cost and money owed, I guess. I don't know if it was blocked privilege. If you tried to send it, I can't block it, so I don't know. Maybe because the music played, they turned off I don't know. Feel free to send it to my Cash App, though. YouTube takes 40%. Oh, I was called out on false pretenses by someone who says it's wrong, so a lot of BS being spewed. Independent thinker, I was called out on false pretenses by someone. Do we got secondhand drama going on in the chat? Huh? JR is on disability, supposedly. She does say that. She just said that his channel revenue is not in his name. Hold on. We got to put the buds back on.
And, you know, oh yeah, let's not forget this. Even JLR's channel, all his account information is integrated Aunt Mary. He's not claiming his channel as his income. Forgot about that detail too.
See, she's laughing with Giddy at the idea of exposing him. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. To an extent, though. There is like a percentage you're allowed to make. Yeah, I don't like when creators go after subs, but I also don't like when subs go after creators nonstop and then think that they can't be called out for it too. No, it didn't. She can't do that. It would never say that. Dude, she has no ability to do that. Why are you lying? You're just here to stir shit. And you haven't, whatever. Yeah, now she's going low.
Yeah, if you did a public, or if you were suing us, for example, and you decided to do a subpoena for Google, you would probably find somebody else's name on that account, or let me say this. His name's on the account with the wrong social security number. And
whoa, Betty, did she just say what I think she said, guys? Thank you, K&K. Have a great day. All right, hold on.
Probably find somebody else's name on that account, or let me say this. His name's on the account with the wrong social security number, and his account number, his banking account number is Aunt Mary's banking account. So Aunt Mary. So
she is accusing him of fraud. She's accusing him of fraud because she's saying it's his name with a fake social and it goes to Aunt Mary. How can you do that, Deets? Because I'm pretty sure when you sign up for AdSense, now granted, it's been a while for me, but I'm pretty sure they match your ID. I assume that's also why he had her social. Maybe she was the one helping him first. Yep, helping him first. Got it. Okay. I know who Aunt Mary is, yeah. She's not really an aunt, according to Bets. I agree. I agree that she must have been in love. Yeah, you have to kind of you can't really fake the funk when it comes to AdSense. I mean, again, it's been a while for me, but I'm pretty sure they have to match it up. You have to have a verification. Yeah. But she's saying it's in JR's name with a fake social. I don't believe that he could get away with that.
Harry gets the money. And I think that's because I think he's on disability as well. So he can't really have income. Now can he?
Well, that's a lie, because when you're on disability, you still can make an income. Now, I know he makes well more than that. But $25K, I know another creator that straight up says, I can only make X amount. So if you Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal me, put it as a gift, because they are also on disability and they're only allowed to make X amount of money. $25K in a year, I'm sure may be allowed to make, but I do know he makes well above that. Well above that. SS Driver License Center makes me think she let him use those for his channel. Why else would he have all of that or need all of that? This, whoa, yeah, this is dirty. Yeah, she's enjoying it. You're enjoying it, Betty. This isn't nice. It's the same thing you accuse others of doing to you. I should just put the headphones on. Stop looking
down
like
the
an
house again. Or maybe it's the fact that his driver's license is to a different property than the one he actually resides in. There's also that as well.
Betty, why are you doing all of this? Good golly, she ain't playing.
So there's a lot of kinky stuff going on.
Kinky.
With JL. Really honestly thought I would stay silent after you trying to come after my channel. Like, what a dick. What a dick.
What a dick. It wasn't even him. It wasn't even him. You have to feel goofy now. Now, if he's on SSI, meaning he's never worked, the income he can get is very small to none. SSI is different than disability. But also wait a minute. Let me look at this. Okay, maybe. I don't know. I know sometimes if you're a felon, you cannot get these things. You cannot get SSI or disability. Google search says you can make under 1,470 a month while on disability. That was a quick search. I don't know what disability he's on. So yeah, he'd be under the radar for what she's claiming he makes. That's what I was saying. He'd be under the guideline. He'd be allowed to do that.
Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed the bomb you threw in my lap and the grenade you threw in my lap and the bomb I just threw in yours. I don't know how you thought this was going to keep me silent, JLR. I really don't. I don't do intimidation.
Yep,
you, of all people, have stood by me for a really long time, and no, I do not act well when I'm intimidated. I get up and I fight.
Good morning,
like hell. If you haven't noticed, you will not intimidate me and you will not silence me. And if you want to keep coming after me, that's fine. If you want to dance, we'll dance. I don't have a problem taking your ass to court either. And then we can really get it all on the record.
Good Lord. She wants to judge, Your Honor. Your Honor, this man has hoes in different area codes. This man has a fake Aunt Mary. He's using his girl. I mean, what are you going to tell the judge? Yeah, she's actually accusing him of fraud, like in several ways. So not only has she accused him of being a reason a woman unalived herself, but she's now accusing him of government fraud. I'd be shocked if he ignores this. I will be shocked if he ignores all of this. Oh, Lord. JLR told me how much he makes a year. Granted, he could have been fabricating, but I know during the Danilo Cavalcante case, he made more than what she's claiming he made a year in a week. I know that without a doubt. A Christian Grey? No. No. Don't do that to us.
If you really want to, JLR. Let's see whose legal mind is better, shall we? Because I guarantee you, even that 10 years in jail, I bet you I will walk you like a fucking dog.
Oh! Walking like a dog, walking like a dog. She's not playing. She is not playing. She said, I will walk you like a dog. You're 10 years in prison. Now you're throwing the fact that he was in prison as an insult, but you didn't care he was in prison when he was helping you with your dirty deeds behind the scenes. Bets. Lord, this is unreal. Well, it goes different for different states. You would have to look up Florida's. Walk them like a dog. Lord. All right, let's go back.
You, even that 10 years in jail, I bet you I will walk you like a fucking dog in court.
Like a fucking dog. My man threw her a bone, and now she wants to pull out a leash. Lord! How's it called around that Betty's channel's and her mother's name? I don't know. I don't know. If anybody else knows, if you've heard that, I don't know. What she's giving us just the icing on the cake. I agree. She's afraid of JR is going to put something out about her, and that's why she's doing this. Betty, if you're watching, I wish you come up and give us some answers. Walking like a dog. Right. Right. She's legally illiterate. Lord. If she barks, I'm out.
I'm done. Okay. That's my one and done. Y'all animals, tear it apart. Call it all hyenas.
See? She was asking people to cover this because she's going to walk them like a fucking dog. Calling all you hyenas.
Calling all cockroaches.
All you cockroaches. Come on out. 10 years prison. He did have 40 quarters paid to qualify straight. SSDI doubtful. So SSDI potentially. SSI added in or straight SSI. Whew, that's a lot. What she said about JR is worse than anything anyone has ever said to her, which means she's either telling the truth or she's an idiot, right? Either it's truthful or she's an idiot. Behind the scenes that he caused, and I had to break my silence with that, especially over my channel. I believe he's behind it, my personal belief. What are you talking about, Infamous? Sorry. Recording a live BHB that just did a day ago. Verbatim, she states, doesn't really matter whether he did it or not because there's a lot of drama going on behind the scenes. Behind the scenes that he caused, and I had to break my silence with that, especially over my channel. I believe he's behind it, my personal belief. Some way, some form, some fashion, because he's been playing both sides of the fence. If you want me to be honest, so make it for what you will. I really don't care. The truth is the truth. Ooh, they're not my secrets to keep, and I'm done. I'm over it. I'm over everything. Like I said, I'm moving forward with what I have to do on this end. Welcome, Laura. Thank you. Okay, so, yes. It does matter, though. If she's saying that he struck her video, and that's why she did all this, it does matter. I agree with that. She didn't care that he was all these things when he was helping her. Thank you, Genevieve. That's how I feel. I wish Betty would come up here and give us some answers, Betty. That goes back to your question. That goes back to mine as well. Reality or revenge? That is a funny pause. I did not do that on purpose. Betty, will you come take a link, please? I know you watch sometimes, and I think you're watching. Can you please come take a link and help us understand? Because I do believe that something's going on. I just don't know to what extent. Caution signs. Read them. I did read them. Thank you. Give me 1 second. Replenish. Oh, gotta feed the cat. All right, now we stop. Burning down the house. She wasn't kidding. When she said she was burning down the house, she meant it. Sorry, I'm just feeding the cat. Watch out now. Freaking expensive cat food. What do you guys think so far? I think Betty wasn't joking when she said she was burning down the house. I think she burnt it down, baby. She is a jealous person. Well, why is she now telling everybody he's committing fraud? If she felt that way, she was okay with it the entire time. And like Chasen said, why else would he have all her personal information if not for the fact that she was helping him? All right. Paid his dues. So if a child, no. But here's the thing though, PB and J, you know I like you, I adore you. I am tired of people comparing what would be deemed petty crimes compared to a crime like that. There's not really a comparison, right? When Lars said the same thing, if a guy R-worded 20 women, well, we're not talking about R-word. We're not talking about murder. We're not talking about unaliving of a child or a woman. We are talking about a financial crime. There's such a difference. You know what I mean? There's such a difference. And the comparisons, they make them comparable. It's not comparable, in my opinion.
Calling all jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
By all means, you love Bash and Betty. I just gave you guys a lot of stuff you guys can be running with to make yourself a heck of a lot of money.
Where are you at, Teesprings? By the way, please help me make a lot of money. I haven't made a lot of money yet, Betty, but I would like to. Thank you. Wait, what? This morning she said that if we want to receive from her, that we need to show her our checkbooks, bank statements, and numbers. Then she will give us her info. For receipts of this? Why would you want all? Why do you need all that, Betty? I'm a broke bitch. You can have it. But I want receipts. I will send you. I don't have a checkbook. That's old fashioned. I don't think a lot of people hold checkbooks. But I'll give you some of that information if you give me receipts. I'll give you my bank statements and numbers. What numbers? Okay.
Get working. Get working. Clip, 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 baby.
Betty, don't you demand us now. I will not do what you say. Don't mind if I do. I was actually clip in, baby. Right? Does anybody still have a checkbook? I mean, if you do, good for you. I don't. Sorry. Oh, checking account numbers. Betty, that's not the way this works.
Clip, clip, clip. And you know what? As a matter of fact, if some of you guys want to start calling the FBI, go ahead and start doing all that too.
Don't do that. Don't you dare listen to Betty. Do not call the FBI over this. They are busy. True crime creator. You should know better, Betty. That's disappointing. You should know better.
I'm telling you, there's something here. And I'm done playing with that little boy. And I mean little. All right, guys. You guys take care. God bless.
Did you guys hear that little jab at the end? I see. Yeah, I'll let you up 1 second. Do you hear that little jab? Listen to that.
Have a great day. I'm sorry to dump on you like this, but as you can see, I'm in a jam of a pickle. This is where we're going to dump. All right, guys. I'm done playing with that little boy. And I mean little.
Ooh, she said, and I mean little. What does that mean, Betty? Hello.
Hello. So, I don't want to sound too like ecstatic, but I've just screen recording another video she just did. And so this is verbatim because I'm looking at the transcript, and she said, you'll hear me say it, even if he did she talk about JLR, right? She says, you'll hear me say it, even if he didn't do this, there's a reason why I was compelled to break my silence. Doesn't really matter whether he did it or not, because there's a lot of drama going on behind the scenes.
Wait. Save your breath. She just did this video because we can go.
Yeah, it's on the other channel on the Crime Stories. So it says Grayson's Christmas, it says.
Oh,
and
yeah, that one. Okay.
So look,
I
it's
can play
30:01 is a timestamp.
that. Okay.
Okay.
30:01. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
I appreciate you. All right. Let's go to that. Da, 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 da. Yeah, she did do that one right after. All right. I know what she's talking about. I just didn't want her to, you know, have to say too much when we can just go play it. Oh, she even called it, let's get the party started up in her. Lord, Betty, Betty, Betty. Oh, so petty, girl. All right, all right. Let's go over to it. What time mark did she say? 30 minutes? Read your comment. Hold on. Little but big enough to make her bitter. Ooh-wee. She did say, and I mean little. Which is why, again, I think a lot of this is personal. I think a lot of it is personal. Jaded women are the worst. Jaded. All right, so let's present. Hey, Grubby Goat, good to see you again. Thank you to everybody who is back again today. It's really nice to see all of you. I appreciate all of you. I can start the slow down back, normal. Just right there, that was my thumbnail yesterday because you can see it. She is angry. I'm talking about the one she did this morning about Kathy Hill. What about that one? I'm sorry. No, we need to stop. Stop. She just confirmed. Please don't call the FBI. Right. I mean, come on, you're a true crime creator. You know enough. Hey, Wandering Sub. Whew. All right, so what was the timestamp? Anybody? 20, 30? She does get heated over here, and literally Davis was the one confronting her in the chat. You're welcome up, literally, if you'd like to come up.
Give yourselves a round of applause. You deserve it. You deserve it. God is good. God is good. God is good.
Thank you, Wilma, for recognizing that, because I hate when people say that I am being just mean, because I've been mean before, and this is not mean. Maybe Aunt Mary is his payee. I don't. The only thing I want to know about Aunt Mary is if she has a brother. That's it. I want a millionaire. I want a sugar daddy. I want all the things. Okay. Is where she made the comment about receipt. She's really calm in his stream. Oh, she loses her shit further up.
Yep. Nothing will ever stop us, guys. We are on a mission. We have a purpose.
Hey,
we make
welcome.
mistakes along the way. We get into things we shouldn't be into sometimes, like arguments with crap PIs that shouldn't even be involved in an investigation.
All right, SF Investigates is a legitimate investigator. Remember what she was saying after coming back from the Trump rally about dating someone for over a year, and they show it with another girl. No. Tell me more, Obama G. This sounds like some tea. Wait, what? What? Okay, thank you. We'll go to that one. But I need more on that. Obama, come back here, girl. Where'd she say that at? I don't know where to look. If I look over here, I'm looking down. I think I'm making eye contact, right? I look like I'm on drugs. All right, don't do that. I was trying to be like winky. I'll tell you somebody who likes to wink at you. I was shook yesterday. All right. Who? When? Where? Come back, Bama. I made it awkward when I tried to wink at you. I'm sorry. All right. This is why I'm single. I'm sorry. Let me walk away in shame. All right, let's start this over. I do apologize. Just kidding. All right. It was on the same live that she was talking about getting rid of 180 pounds. Oh, so finding out he had another girl made her uncomfortable, just like me winking at you did. I'm sorry. Kanas, thank you so much. I might have bad news because I do have a prior arrangement. Let me check the time. So I may have to cut this short until I can. Yep. Unfortunately, I have to go. I do have an appointment I have to get to. I think if she thinks her lawsuit QB is draining her, just the things she said in the last few days about JLR, she's done. I agree. I agree. I do have a crown, Genevieve. I don't have a media badge, but I can print one and a fake C card. All right, just throwing my little jab. She was asking her subs how they would feel if they had been seeing a man for every year, making plans to meet up, and he shows up with another woman. That, Bama, could you find that? If you could find that, that would be gold. If not, I will look for it. Yes, thank you so much, KNS. In the meantime, I think we will take an intermission. I will set up a round for after this, and we will get back to it. What time is it? 11:45. Against QB? No, I think he was set his own. All right. This sucks. Alabama? What? I don't say Alabama correctly? Alabama. Water, toilet, cherry. I know I say words funny, but Alabama I say correctly. Good golly. Her comment about her friend that was sleeping their way to the top of YouTube. I remember that, Pecan. I know, Peachy. I don't want to leave yous. I can probably do another 20 minutes. I want to find that stream though. I want to hear that. Anybody else, drop a 1 in the chat if you want to hear that. If you want to hear about making plans to meet up with somebody and they come with another girl. And if you think it's about JLR, drop a 1. I want to hear it. We need to print a media card like JLR, Olivia, and Betty did, and put it around a string on my neck. I got that. I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep the blue balls. I like to tease a little bit and embarrass myself. You too, corporate. JR did not sleep his way up the top. Now, I will say this. I will say. Magnolia, lots of ones loving it. Magnolia is part of the so-called media that JLR works for. Magnolia Sims' name comes from the fact that she worked on the Magnolia edition of Sims. So she is talented. She probably does help him a lot. Matter of fact, I know she helps him a lot because she's the one that does the thumbnails, does all the research, gives on the back. All he does is the face and the running. That is it. So I do know that he helps a lot. Thank you again so much, KNS. What should we do, guys? Should we end it here and come back in a little bit? Give a little lunch break, a little, simmer, find the other shit. I guess let me play this really quick before we do that.
To begin with, or, friends that backstab you and cause such.
White boys, did you hear me? Thank you yesterday for the AMC Theater gift cards for the kids for Christmas. I do have to put the list together. I'm sorry I haven't yet. He is very interesting these days. He is. Networking is not a crime.
Horrible destruction.
Sleeping your way to the top, maybe.
Haters that just are endless in their pursuit to damage someone. It's just becoming a lot of toxicity. It's becoming, something that just is, it's hard to take in. But we're here. We're built for the test of time.
Yes, Loki's mom, it is
I'm
updated.
a battle axe. I'm rough around the edges. I'm pretty brash. I'm pretty brazen. And I'm pretty bold. So nothing's going to defeat us. I always do the right thing because it's the right thing to do, not because it's the easy thing to do.
See, that's not true, Betty, because if you always done the right thing, because it's the right thing to do, not the easy thing to do, then you would have spoke out a year ago when this woman's life tragically ended and you thought your friend was the reason. That would have been the right time to speak on it. Thank you, white boys. That would have been the time to come out with it, not a year later as a I'm correct thing. You know? All right. The views just dropped by like 100. That was crazy. And then came back up by 100. Damage to one. Right. What she just did at JR was toxic. That was horrible.
And I'm just very blessed to have a lot of great people that support this journey and support the bigger picture and the bigger mission. There's a lot of changes that need to happen, you know, across this country. Legal changes, you know, things like our standardized sentencing, our DCF.
You know what I don't like that Betty keeps saying either is you're the product of public school. You're the product of public school. Put a 2 in the chat if you went to a public schooling. Put a 2 in the chat if you went to public schooling. Because just because you were fortunate enough, Betty, or lucky enough to be able to go to different schooling doesn't mean we're all uneducated because we went to public schooling. Right? Look at all the 2s. So when you're saying that about people like trying to insult them for going to public schooling, look how many people you're insulting. Stop that. Look at them all. Look at the 2s that keep flying in. So all these people are below you because you were lucky with wealthy family to go to a private schooling. Look at them. They don't stop coming. So every time you say that, Betty, look at how many people you're insulting instead of just the person you want to insult. Lots of 2s here. And I guarantee you a lot of these people in the chat dropping 2s are very educated. Maybe some even more than you. Not me. I'm not saying I am, but I'm sure some of these people are. She's also insulting public school teachers. Right. She sure is. And it's not cool. And some are brilliant like Gary. You're sleeping on them because they went to public school. You teach in a public school. So does somebody else. I graduated from continuation school, and now I have a doctorate in psychology. Look at that. 2 to university. So stop trying to insult people for the whole public schooling. You're a product of public schooling. I don't know what you claim to be a product of. But you're insulting majority when you say that. Just wanted to get that out there. That's right. She did say that on Morbid, that she got her GED, that she dropped out and was working. With a kid on my arm. I was still an exceptional learner. Good for you. It's not easy to do. I have a BS in nursing. There's another person that claims to be an RN. They're not. Knowledge doesn't just come from Book Street. Thank you, Genevieve. I appreciate you saying that. I just mispronounced a few words, like facade as facade. I wrote plenty of, seriously though, I did write a lot of poems that made it into like the national poem thing. I went on to 3 college degrees. Wow. Look at all of you. Somebody says she went to private school too, so I don't know. I don't think she got her paralegal. I don't think so either. It has nothing to do with public or private schools, Betty. Nothing. Nothing. Just like her anger with JR has nothing to do with who well, never mind. Just like her wanting us to know about JR did not require us knowing about the women she's claiming he has. Do you know what I mean? I was going to say it has nothing. Her anger has nothing to do with it, but I think it has everything to do with it. So I won't say that. I knew that's what she was doing. I figured that's what she was doing. I didn't know, but I figured. Actually, public school is better. You will have to earn it. On a private school, daddy has money, not much work needed. You can't get a GED from a private school, can you? Yeah, good question. I don't think so. I teach teachers who teach public schools. So, go ahead, girl. All right. Let me see what she says here, and then we will wrap it up, and we will regather.
Problem. You know, we have a lot of issues across this country that are issues from state to state with the cases that we cover. It's not just about the families. It's not just about the searches, but it's
Oh,
also
yes,
about
baby.
the activism that's behind all of that searching. And we don't have to be out there. System that works. That's why for me, it's not just about being out there in the searches and doing things in front of the camera. It's about the avocations when the camera's turned off.
Welcome,
And that's
TC.
why I'm at my county meetings. That's why I fight in the state of Florida. That's why I do my part here. Those are the things that you guys don't really get to see.
But all right, so she's saying those are things we don't get to see. Then why not show those things, right? Why not show those things? If they're the things we don't get to see, show us.
And those are the things.
And why is all this being stated on Grayson's Christmas list?
Getting further out and getting some more support behind some things. Some things are I can only do county, my county. That's why I always promote people to get involved in their county because.
All right, yeah, we'll gather back. We will gather back. I hope to see you all back here shortly. I will set up the time and the thumbnail when I get off of here. I'm sorry that I have to leave us, as some stated, with blue balls. But we will come back together and finish this discussion. I want to look for the stream where she said about meeting a guy, having plans to meet him for a year, and then he shows up with a girl. I do believe now that that was about JR. The title of this stream is Grayson's Christmas List in Order. Let's chat and see what we received. And she spent this time talking about all this shit. And then up here, she spends time arguing with literally Davis. Whoa, what a standstill again. Hey, listen, I said it already. Betty's a pretty woman. I'm sure my haters clipped 20 different screenshots of me when I was winking and doing all the dumb shit. It's what people do. I'm not intentionally pausing on these things. I still think Betty's a pretty woman. No happy ending for you. If you wouldn't mind, please hit the thumbs up. And once I make the thumbnail and the time for the next stream, please set your reminders. I hope to see you all there. Let me get off Betty's face here. Hold on. That's not nice.
Well, we allege that.
Oh, that's not nice either. Hold on. Oh, that's not nice either. Hold on. Where I seen a smile. She does have a pretty smile. Oh, blowing us kisses. Hold on. Betty, I'm trying. Nope. What? Hold on. All right. We're getting closer, Betty. Oh, don't get mad at us. Hold on. Well, Betty, calm down. Hold on. Good Lord. That was pretty. Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. There. All right, fine. We got a smile. All right. You can't pause BHB. Pretty. I've tried. She is pretty. I will say she's pretty. This is a good one. She looks cute. There you go. She's smiling. She's enjoying us. All right. Thank you, guys. But like I said, you can do the same to me. I'm just playing around right now. I hope to see you all back here. Thank you so much to everybody who sent. Thank you, Patrish, Painting by Services by Steve, Speculation for becoming a member, Denise Pye for the super chat, Privilege, and KNS for the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you guys so much for everything, for being here. Thank you for being here. Please hit the thumbs up, and I will see you all back here later on, hopefully. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Till we meet again. Have a great day.